Can you see that? My Magic John Generation 2 screen protector is cracked. I dropped my phone and well, that's cracked. I don't think my phone screen is cracked underneath, but let's pop this screen protector off. You're supposed to be able to just get like a fingernail, there it comes. A fingernail underneath and it just pries it off. Simple and easy. A close look at my screen protector and yep, you can see that it is cracked. My phone screen, however, was perfectly fine. Let's get rid of this and bring out our new Magic John 3rd Edition screen protector. I did opt to purchase the 3rd generation of the screen protector versus using the second one that I had from the 2nd generation. I figured, man, if this one I have now broke, why use that one when this one's not supposed to break, but only time will tell there. Okay, so this new one cost me right around $21. Let's open it up to see what we get. I should say that this is also a dual screen cover kit, meaning if your first one breaks, they do send you another one, except you're supposed to utilize the same applicator, and I guess that's how they're saying they're environmentally friendly, because the earlier generations, you use a different applicator for each instance, so you do have 2 separate screen protectors. I'm going to put this one aside, and we're going to try out this. I'm going to assemble this for you because just in case you're on your second run through or yours didn't come through correctly, you want to know how to put this together. So this little flap right here, we're actually going to go underneath this little part at the top. So all that goes out right here. Let's get a closer look at what that looks like. See how that comes out the top underneath this piece. Now we're going to lock our screen protector right down here into place. And we are ready for our application. The applicator is actually pretty impressive. It is definitely made for this phone. It fits in there nice and tight. If we take a look at the underside, we can see that the camera lenses are nice and protected. Of course, they do not have any contact with the table, which is very good. The directions actually have 3 steps before you actually put your screen protector on, which is funny because I am going to try it with some baby powder. The first step is to use your wet wipe and just clean off the screen of the phone. You want to get that nice and clean because you're trying to create the best scenario for the application of this screen protector. Although it does have the dust removing feature built in, I appreciate this. Step 2 is actually utilizing the microfiber cloth, and we're going to now just go wipe off this entire screen a second time. This is a dry cloth. Step 3, you're going to use this dust removal sticker. The idea here is just to take the sticky part of the sticker here and try to remove any extra dust. Like I said, this is counterproductive because I am going to put baby powder on, because in their video they showed you put baby powder on and it will still come off. I'm glad I have a second screen protector just in case it doesn't work. Now that we've taken the time to thoroughly clean our screen, let's put some baby powder on there just for fun. With the baby powder on, you're gonna close the lid nice and tight. There's 2 spots here to connect and 2 spots down here at the bottom. Make sure they all click into place. So far, I like what I'm seeing with the Magic John Generation 3 because this is a really firm applicator. And I do remember from the 2nd generation, I sort of had some error just in the application because it bent a little bit. This does not flex at all. This next step is where the magic happens. We're gonna remove the dust removal tape thing right here, just pull it through. This is supposed to remove all of our dust on our screen, and actually you can see that screen protector being covered right there. Wow, I sure hope all that dust came off because I don't see a whole lot on here. All right, we open this up. Let's pop out our phone. Now they actually tell us the next step. Oh, it's not coming out very easily. If you see any bubbles, just like I do here, you can actually push those bubbles out. So let's start doing that. They said you can either use your thumb or your cloth just to start moving some of those bubbles right on out. All right, let me start doing that. We pushed off the majority of our bubbles. Some of these bubbles may be in the actual plastic applicator, so let's start to peel this off to see if those bubbles disappear. Oh, do you see that? I do have a couple bubbles here at the top. I'm going to still try pushing those out. It looks like it's actually doing a good job. Most of the screen is perfect except for right here, I can see something. So what they tell us, you can actually stick your nail under, pull up the screen just a little bit, and let it come back down to see if that spot will actually get fixed. And I think in my case, it actually did. I just snapped this into my case and it went in without any interference and it fits perfectly. Nice. It is cool that you can see that on here, there's that static that pulled off a lot of the baby powder. And of course, a sticker on the other side got the rest of it. And guess what? There were no spots on my phone. I was not expecting that, but it is pretty cool. It is worth noting that you may have to reprogram your fingerprint sensor if you utilize that to access your phone. Let me see if mine works. As you can see, it did open up real fast, just like it's supposed to. I did not have to reprogram mine, but other phones that I've installed new screen protectors on have had to utilize that and redo the fingerprint scan. So make sure you know if it doesn't work, you're gonna have to reprogram your fingerprint sensors. What I'm gonna do now is I'm actually gonna load my second one for the next time when I need this so it's ready. Therefore, it's gonna be all safe and secure. My favorite part about the Magic John screen protector is not only are they tough and rigid and such, but the applicator makes it a perfect install. Anyway, that was my full review where I installed the third generation Magic John screen protector to my phone. If this is something that interests you, I will leave a link down in the description. Now, mine is specific to this phone, but they have a variety for a bunch of different phones. This is Jeff with Jeff Reviews for You. As always, thanks for stopping by, and I hope you have a great day. I should have noted this, but I have my applicator ready, but check this out. I can slide my installation kit here in the bottom. Now everything is just there. Very awesome. I really do appreciate that you stayed around for my entire review where I installed the third generation Magic John screen protector. If you didn't catch my first video where I installed the second generation, I'm going to link it right up here, and I would love it if you would click on that link. And when you do, by the magic of the internet, I'm going to join you at that review. So go ahead, click it. It's safe, I promise.